All right, my friends, it's T, and I'm back with the brand new video, man. It's on our good friend here, the gym lifting, recruiting, fitness slave, and possibly gear slave. His name is Max Euceda. Euceda. I never can pronounce his fucking name properly, but whatever. Max Euceda. So Max Euceda says, I'm going to do a reaction video to Max Euceda's video, bro. So Max says, first workout of 2025, leg day, the winter arc continues. Okay.
What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the workout vlogs. It is a new year, and it is the same old workout vlogs as before. I haven't got...
His face is a little puffy. It's unmasculinized, Borowski. He looks like he's been domesticated. You know, when I look at men's faces, I just, you notice a lot of things. They're domesticated because they keep eating these fake diets like Max Euceda. He eats a fake diet. He eats a lot of carbs, with carbs, you can create a lot of fake muscles. So I say his muscles are sarcoplasmic. So if they're sarcoplasmic, you are a fake natty, bro. Get it? And he does concentric exercise. He does concentric fluffing and pumping exercises because he's adapted. So number one, he does concentric lifting. He makes up a bunch of shit like he's doing mechanical tension, this, that, some bullshit. He's full of shit, man. He's adapted to all his exercises. He comes and he does them frequently. He's a frequent flyer. That's endurance. That's performance. That isn't bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is not based on performance. It's not based on endurance. It's not a sport, okay? Bodybuilding. But he treats it like it's some sort of sport. So when you do that, it's never going to work for you. And so that's what happens. People get caught up in the moment, and then they start creating these fake muscles doing concentric exercises. I'll tell you why you're doing concentric, because your eccentric are adapted to all your exercises. And people be like, well, why are they adapted? Well, because they're so light. You understand me? Your concentric lifts are actually heavier than your eccentric. And your eccentric already adapted a long time ago by repairing and remodeling a lot stronger. So it's resilient from further assaults from your shitty workouts. Get it? So if they're telling you in science that, you could do, let's say, 100 kilos, all right? You're doing 100 kilos in the concentric. Well, guess what? You could do 150 in the eccentric, right? But are you doing that? No. Nobody is in the gym. And that's the reason. See what I mean? And so what happens is you keep coming in frequently. You're adapted. The eccentric part's adapted. There's no more damage. There's no more growth. And so it takes on a life of its own. It's called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is associated with what? Concentric lifting. Now, I'm not saying that eccentric can't get sarcoplasmic hypertrophy if you're eating artificial carbohydrates and you're gearing towards eccentric exercise. Yes, definitely, you can. And it will probably be a lot more superior for grabbing more of this, making the sarcoplasm bigger. But if it's just concentric and you're adapted, you're eccentric, it's sarcoplasmic training. It's pump training because you're really pumping the muscle in the opposite direction. You're pumping, you're not lengthening. Get it?
The new camera, although I do have a new mic, so hopefully this is on and working. I did just check.
So that's the reason why I call him a fake natty. Now let's just let him talk because he's just going to ramble on here.
It is on and it is working. But it wasn't yesterday, which is when I recorded this vlog that you're about to see. Yes, as you can see from the title, it is a leg day video today. I haven't actually recorded a leg day in a very long time, so all I gotta say is winter is awful. It sucks. Just look at it out here. That's a new feature that Apple needs. You need to be able to turn your camera around mid-recording so that I can show you, but now I have to stop it and restart. I mean, this actually doesn't really show you anything. There's my garage and my trash can. Winter sucks when you have to drive because you have to freaking brush your car off all the time. Luckily when I was in school, I never really had to worry about that because I just took the bus from my apartment to the campus. I don't know why my hair is getting so long so quickly. I don't think I got it cut short enough because it is long.
Yeah, his channel has paid for all of this. He has a huge following, man.
Again. I don't know what happened. I just got a haircut like 3 weeks ago, but thankfully yesterday I wore a hoodie to the gym for the first time in a while. I never wear hoodies. Usually it's just a t-shirt. I've never actually worn a tank either. I don't think I've ever worn a tank to the gym in my entire life.
Plus, I think he's part of Gymshark, so that just says it all right there, dude.
That's kind of crazy. Anyway, let's get out of here. The snow is terrible. Driving conditions have been extremely bad.
He's probably also taking something artificial to increase the sarcoplasm as well. He's doing something fake. I don't know what it is, but whatever. But anyway, sarcoplasmic training is fake.
The last couple of days. Right now, it's not too bad. I mean, the roads are all plowed and it's not snowing currently, so the conditions are fine. But past couple of days.
So how do you know if a fake natty is fake? Because his exercises, he's adapted to all of them, and he's coming in frequently. He's eating carbohydrates and he's pumping. That's how you know. You have to really put everything together. His whole training regime, what he's eating, how many times he's coming into the gym frequently. And so, yeah, it's based on high volume resistance training, blah, 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 whatever the fuck he's doing here, I don't know. So the concentric lifting and adapted and yada yada. It's sarcoplasmic, dude. Because if he was on a pure animal diet, protein diet, and he just did concentric lifting, all that sarcoplasm would disappear and he would just be a shell of himself. It wouldn't even look like he actually built anything. That's the thing. Without carbohydrates. That's why people are nuts. They always want to eat carbs. They're like, I gotta go carb load. I got a carb. I got a this, that. The majority of their meals are made up of carbohydrates. Very little protein and lots and lots and lots of carbs. Fruits, vegetables, pizza, bread, bro. Potatoes or yams, fucking whatever. What's the other stuff they eat there? I can't remember now. It's like a potato, the yellow shit, whatever, the red shit. I don't know. It's on the tip of my tongue, man. I don't know. I'm just a little bit out of it. It's where I am. It's 5 a.m. I just got up. Sweet potato. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Sweet potato. And then it just goes on and on and on, man. Breadfruit, this, that. You guys eat so much garbage, man. Cookies, donuts. I don't know what else you eat there. Crackers, something, whatever. Lots and lots and lots of carbs, very little protein, okay.
Has been bad. And I'm about to hit a mailbox. As per usual, I weighed in yesterday at 193.8, which if you look at the graph,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You could weigh yourself, and that doesn't give you an indicator of how much muscle you got. That just means weight went up on the scale. A lot of people do that. They weigh themselves, weight went up on the scale. Okay, but how do you know you built muscle? You see what I mean? How do you know? That's the question you have to ask yourself. How do you know you're not building? How do you know you're building myofibrillar growth as opposed to building sarcoplasmic hypertrophy growth? See what I mean?
Nowhere, randomly, I stepped on the scale one morning and
Well, there's a way of knowing. It's kind of obvious. I know, but I'm just saying in this video. You understand me?
dropped 2 pounds. I don't know what happened. I ate the same thing as I usually do. I did the same amount of cardio as I usually do. And I woke up one morning, stepped on the scale, and I was literally had dropped from 195 to 193, which in all honesty is a bit.
195, he dropped from 195 to 193. Because it's fake, bro. You're not carrying any muscle. He looks really puffy here. Holy shit. He looks really, really puffy and fat, actually. That's kind of weird. He looks really smooth and fatty-ish, kind of. Very sarcoplasmic-y and very fatty. He's never built any muscle. I know this for a fact.
Lower than I want to be. Ideally, I wanted to be about 195.
And that's the reason why his weight is fluctuating. If these people, their weights fluctuate a lot like that, is because it's fake. It's fake. It's sarcoplasmic. That's another indicator I've noticed. When people's weights fluctuate like crazy, it's sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It's not associated with myofibrillar growth. It doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't do anything. Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy doesn't make you stronger. It's just glycogen in there. That's all you're doing, filling it up like a storage unit. You're treating your body like a storage unit, like a camel. That's crazy.
right now so that I can lose about 5 pounds in the next couple of weeks and be 190 by the end of January. But as long as I get to 190 by the end of January, it doesn't matter. I mean, come on. So we'll take it a little bit slow.
So you want to get to 190? Why? That's only like what? You're 193. You just said 3 pounds, or whatever. I don't know. You were 195 and you dropped some weight, a few pounds, and so what's another 2 pounds? Nothing.
For the next few weeks, and I guess continue the cut. You know, obviously I made a recap video on how the cut has been going and some future plans.
I don't even know how tall he is. I think he's short. He's possibly short, and he's weighing in at 190 some pounds, he says. Bro, that's like, and that's not that, and he doesn't carry much muscle on his body. It's just crazy. He's really small. I'm shocked. He's really small.
For this channel, future plans for the cut that I posted on New Year's Eve. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. A lot of important points in that video for this channel.
Yeah. Okay.
But just for a quick debrief, I do plan on hitting 190 by the end of January.
He drinking like orange juice there. It's very acidic.
Then 185 by the end of February and 180 by March. Whether or not I want to get lower than 180 kind of just depends on, you know, how I feel and how I look. Maybe I still have some fat that I want to lose. Maybe I'm just like, you know what, this is good enough, and I kind of just maintain. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the beauty of cutting, is you can kind of just, you know, especially when you're not cutting for a bodybuilding show, like it's not super strict. Like if I want to lose more fat, I can just lose more fat. And if I don't, then I can just stop whenever I want. You know, until I look sick enough to attract an extremely hot girlfriend, I guess that's how far we'll take it.
Whatever.
It's always dangerous to...
That's a good one. Unless he looks good enough to attract a hot girlfriend. Well, that face doesn't look like it's attracting any hot girlfriends anytime soon, and they don't really care about your body, women, bro. You know, as long as you look decent, they're more attracted to your face. Especially that haircut's gotta go, dude. That's another thing. I've had that problem too. Like, I like to have long hair, but nobody could ever fix my hair long the way I want it. These fucking stylists, they always fuck it up, and then it just, like, looks weird after. Yeah, sometimes we just do look better with short hair. People will indicate to you and tell you look better with short hair. You know, it does make you look younger if you have short hair. And you have it styled really cool. But his hair, I mean, look at this hair, bro. Like, it looks really outdated. I don't know. Looks like something out of the 70s, dude. You still stuck in the 70s, kid?
doing that, but luckily there's no one on this road. So worst that can happen is I can hit like one of those electrical poles and I don't know, electrocute myself and die. So, you know, pretty bad. But all right, yeah, let's have a good workout too. All right, first leg day vlog in a while. I think.
Here's another thing I noticed about his skin. He has pimples on his face.
I've only done one, right? Oh, well, other than the 10K challenge. The 10K challenge, I mean, does that even count as a vlog? Yeah, leg day, unfortunately, hasn't changed. I do want to start squatting again soon. In terms of my back, it feels really good, but I feel like starting squatting during a cut, I just don't think it's necessary. So when I start, I almost said when I start bulking, that, you know, I'm never going to bulk again. When the cut is over.
When he starts bulking again, and then he says, well, I'm never bulking again. Well, bulking doesn't build muscles. Maybe increase the sarcoplasm, that's for sure. Because this is endurance training, performing. This is all concentric pumping right here, pump training.
And I switch my routine up, then I will probably start squatting. My legs have definitely shrunk. I think they were bigger.
It's pretty much like Sam Sulek. He trains like Sam Sulek. Pump training, that's Sam Sulek. Sam Sulek's adapted to all his exercises. He's adapted, and so it's all pump training. That's all it really is. Pump training, dude. Yeah.
At one point in my life, but I'm kind of satisfied with the size they are now. I don't really, there was a point where I wanted massive legs, but I just kind of don't want that anymore. I want massive calves, that's for sure. You know, that's not happening.
Yeah. That's not happening because you don't know what you're doing. That's why you're not going to get massive calves. Okay. Okay, here's the problem. I know this machine. I use this. It's for your hamstring. I've used this. It's a good machine, actually, sitting down. I have this at the gym I go to. Notice how he hit it so easily. Like, he did it really fast, really hard. He did it really easy, and so he's going up really slow. I know what he's thinking. He wants to do that stupid, crazy shit everybody's talking about now. Stretch hypertrophy. I'm doing the stretch. I'm going to go really, really slow on the stretch. It doesn't work, dude. It works really slow if the eccentric load was heavier than the concentric, but unfortunately, it's kind of obvious the eccentric is a lot lighter than the concentric. The eccentric load is lighter than the concentric because if he was able to do it for full ROM, it's light. It's kind of obvious. That tells you that your experience tells you that as an experienced lifter. So what does he do? He thinks, well, I'll just bring it up really slow and that should do something. No, it's too light. It's too light. That's why they call it eccentric overload. That's why they call it eccentric resistance overload training. EIMD training, exercise induced muscle damage training. It's based on eccentric exercise, EIMD training. So that means the load has to be heavier than the concentric. In other words, you shouldn't be able to do the concentric a full concentric if the load is heavier. See what I mean? He can. So that's obviously right there. You know this is wrong. See? Look how easy it was for him to do the concentric. He just literally slammed it. And I was like, but if I go slow with this load, but the load is actually getting lighter. Here, listen, I'll explain this one more time. The eccentric was really easy, so it wasn't even heavy. So he was able to do it for a full concentric, right? Okay, but here's the problem with the eccentric now. When it's going up at, like, let's say he has it on 60 pounds, right? 60, I don't know, whatever. Let's just say 60 pounds. But when it's going up, it's more like 30 pounds or 20. It's more like 20 pounds going up. See what I mean? It's way too light. He's not going to get any DOMs. He's not going to get sore. He's not going to be in pain from any muscle damage here. You understand me? He's not going to get anything here. I know this for a fact. Trust me. Because it's too light. He's just wasting his time.
Now, surprisingly, this set has actually gotten better since the start of the cut. I believe it's the same weight, 240 pounds. Usually I'd get that for 6.
He's cutting? So why does he need to do any of this if he's cutting, so-called cutting?
reps, and then the 7th rep I'd fail, and then I wouldn't even attempt any partials after that. But now I get all those 6 reps, get about halfway through the 7th, and then 1 partial. For some reason, leg days are...
Anyways, in real bodybuilding, cutting doesn't exist. There's no such thing in real bodybuilding. Maybe in this fake world, fake bodybuilding world, these fake people.
Going very well. I don't think I've lost any strength on any leg exercises, which is awesome. I actually just ran into...
You didn't lose any strength? You mean concentric lifting strength? Yeah, okay.
Couple of fans at this gym who I've seen here for a couple of months now, but they just came up to me. Edvin and Ash, if you guys are watching this video, shout out to you guys. Today's gonna be a good day, gonna be a good workout. But when it comes to exercises like this, you'll hear on those reps that when I come all the way to the bottom, I believe this part of the machine, which moves, actually hits this, and you can hear like a little click sound. And that's how I know it's a full rep. If I don't hear that click, and if it doesn't touch, I don't count it as a full rep. Even if I get like 95% of the way down, if I don't hear that click, I'll count it as, you know, I failed the end of that rep. And that's just a standardized progression. Once you get that 6th rep, even if it's just 5% better, it is better. So if you have some sort of scheme like that on any exercise really, where you can keep your range of motion the same, so week by week, if you're just getting slightly more, that's already progress, right? You can't aim for huge jumps, like an increase in 1 rep or an increase in 5 pounds every.
The only way you can ever damage this muscle in a full ROM is you're going to have to do a huge amount of sets. That's the only difference here. You could eke out some damage, but it would be minor. I did a video on it before using NCBI. It explains to you. You may get a minor, medium, or very large amount of damage. Now, if you get minor, your body just forgoes this whole damage repair and remodeling phase. There's nothing going to happen there. Then there's medium damage. You might see something very minimal. And then there's, a large amount of damage. Now, that's when you're doing eccentric overload training. See what I mean? A lot of it. Or you've done something very specific in your exercise, overworking all the muscles, doing full ROM. But in this case, it seems very minor because he's not doing a lot of sets. You understand me? So he could get probably some medium damage here. He's got to do a lot of sets. I'd say about 20 sets of what he just did here. If he pulled in 20 sets, maybe. But then again, he can't come back until the following week to work him again. But I know he's coming in more than twice a week, maybe 3 times, doing the same exercise. So is Sam Sulik and all these people, even if they are on drugs.
Workout, especially when you've been lifting for 6 years. It's just not going to happen.
They are adapted. Your eccentric movement is adapted to your exercises, so it's not getting damaged. It's very resilient from getting damaged. Believe me, it's going to take a lot of sets, bro, here to get it to slightly damage, especially what you're doing. And slow is no good. You're supposed to be going fast. Why? Because eccentric exercise specifically targets type 2 muscle fibers. That's what it's going for. And you need rapid firing to cause them to damage. That's how you break things. The faster you try to get a metal pole or something and you bend it, you have to keep bending it really fast, right, to get it to break. If you go slow, it'll take you forever to break it, won't it? You go down and up, down and up. It'll take a long time to break it. But when you go fast, there's more repetitions and that pole will break up, that metal pole will break apart. Boom. That's same with this. That's why they say coupling system. There's a disruption in the coupling system. You need rapid firing movements for the eccentric to cause it to damage. This slow shit, it's just garbage. You're wasting your time. It'll just take you longer. That's the problem. Wow, this is really stupid, man. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can't watch this. This is ridiculous. What else does he have here? Hold on a second.
Their muscles at play with something like a leg extension where it's just...
Hold on.
It's just too much. Too much in terms of fatigue, not enough stimulus. And the only reason I was doing it was because I wasn't squatting, so I wanted the extra stimulus from something. But then throwing another exercise on leg day just sucks because then you're there for 2.5 hours training leg.
Yeah, 2.5 hours training legs, but you're adapted to your exercises.
And it's just very unfortunate. But anyway, took that out, and then I added the Bulgarian split squats, which is so much better in terms of, a stimulus to fatigue ratio. Plus, I mean, for some reason, I don't know why.
Why do they use these terminologies? Stimulus to fatigue. I'm not trying to stimulate my muscles to fatigue. I'm trying to stimulate them to damage, fucking. But this is how you know they're fake natties. This is sarcoplasmic training. Stimulus to fatigue. I'm stimulating to fatigue my muscles so they can absorb glycogen, so I can open a window for glycogen synthesis. A huge ass window. Yeah, hooray, okay.
Happened with this leg extension, but it just feels amazing as opposed to something in squats where there's a lot of other muscles at play. With something like a leg extension where it's just purely quads, right? It's just knee extension. It just feels so freaking good, and it hurts.
I know it feels good because you're like to be a comfortable slave. You like squeezing your butt cheeks, squeezing butt cheek muscles. Yes, okay.
Your quads so much, and that's the only thing that hurts. It's just awesome.
See, he's going all the way up to the top. It's going up very easily. Very easy, bro. And this is what you would call a half concentric. half a rep, because if it was real, your heels would touch the back of your butt. You understand me? At least going way underneath the chair, that's for sure, and then going partially up. That would be a partial eccentric. So this isn't even a full eccentric exercise. There's some eccentric going down, but not a lot. Tiny bit. There's not enough to cause a big stretch of damage on the quads here. The machine I'm using at the gym now, I could set it pretty much all the way back there. My legs go all the way back because they have a setting for that, which I love. So it's actually causing a huge fucking stretch to cause it to damage. Well, he could extend his legs a little bit out more to cause more of a stretch. He could kind of extend this part of his leg out, the thigh, push him way out. But he's not smart enough to do that. See, now he's focused on what? On the concentric. He's like, oh, it'll get damaged on the concentric, and he's trying so hard to lift it up. It's actually the opposite direction, duh. When he sat on the machine doing his hamstrings, remember? He made it so that the hamstring, it would pull on the hamstring really slow. Okay, this is your quad. Going down should be a lot harder, not going up. You understand me? This guy's all over the place. His training sucks. Look how easy it went down. It's supposed to be really hard going down. Remember, he was doing slow stretching? Well, he's going down fast, but he's going up really slow. Well, going up really slow doesn't stretch the muscle, duh, it pumps it. Look at this. You understand why his training sucks? And he sucks, bro. He's stupid. Look at him. He's like trying to force the concentrics. I want to pump them. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Holy shit. I'm seeing fucking stars here, fellas.
Yeah.
Lights on the ceiling. Whoa, what's going on? And I'm not.
You think that one set on a machine you're doing is enough to damage muscle fibers? They ain't fucking damaging for one fucking shitty little set. You have to do fucking set after set after set after set. It's a fucking overworking of that muscle, man. It takes a lot of work to damage a muscle. They don't damage so easy.
I'm gonna say that was 9 reps. That was 8. Failed the 9th. And only like 3 partials. I mean, I can barely get a sentence out. I'm so fucking gassed. But you guys can't say I'm fat anymore. Because I do an hour of cardio. Well, the Barcelona game is on right now. I can't tell who they're playing. Atletico? No, wait, that's not Madrid. That's the other Atletico. Bilbao, maybe? I don't know, man. I haven't played FIFA since FIFA 20, okay? It's been a while. They had that one striker, that 83 rated striker.
Whatever. Let's see what else he has here. Oh my God, is he at it again? Jesus Christ. Fuck. All right, I like these though. These are pretty good. You could do these, they maybe, I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to. You're just kind of wasting your time. But yeah, these are not bad. Maybe if you're in a park or something, you don't have a machine, you want to do some sissy squats. You could do these in a park. But they're not enough to damage the muscle fiber. It's not enough. You would have to do so many of those to damage the muscle fiber. And after the first couple of sets and reps that damaged them, let's say for the very first time you did this, it was unaccustomed. Let's say you did 10 sets of like 10 reps, okay? And it damaged it a bit. You feel sore, there's some damage, whatever. Can you get them damaged again doing another bout of these exercises? Well, yes and no. If you do the same scheme, 10 by 10, it won't. But if you do 20 by 10, then it should. See what I mean? But you have to keep increasing the sets. That's the problem with this exercise. You're gonna have to keep increasing the sets every time you come back to get a new adaptation. So you have to work harder than the last time and doing more sets. So then you do 10, then you do 20 sets, then you do next time it's going to be 30, then it has to be 40, 50, 60 to eke out a new adaptation doing that. Yeah, because they're resilient from getting damaged now. They're a lot stronger. That's the problem. But yeah, I like that. If you stayed in that position, bent at the bottom, watching TV for 1 hour, that could cause something called hyperplasia to happen in there. If you just stay in that bent position, like him, that stretched position, watching TV for 1 hour, a show or something for an hour, hour and a half, like that, in a stretched position, maybe 2 hours, I'm not sure. I say maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours in that stretched position. You could cause hyperplasia in there for sure, because this is unusual activity to be in a stretched position, sitting there, your muscles in a stretched position. They're going to have to compensate by creating more fibers. Okay, man, whatever.
Come on.
Yeah. All right, he's dying already.
Can't get comfortable? You can lay down, sit.
Yeah. Let's see what else he has here.
That spot, so that when it comes to your working set, you know where to put your foot so that you don't have to mess around with it and fatigue yourself. At the start of that working set. Mine's pretty in the middle, kind of get that 90-degree angle at the bottom so that it's not too much glute, not too much quad, and yeah, it just makes it a lot easier to start. And as I mentioned before, do not neglect straps, because holding two 90-pound dumbbells in each hand is just going to fatigue your forearms more than anything. I believe this is a...
There you go. These exercises are going to fatigue your forearms. So they're not going to damage your forearms. They're going to fatigue them. See what I mean? His instincts aren't lying. You'll know the difference when you're lifting. You know that you're getting damaged because that's your goal. His goal is to fatigue, not damage.
5-pound jump since last time. I actually started like 75s here, but since I just started doing them again, right when you start an exercise.
Yeah, this is natural. Your body will adjust by the nervous system. It'll have to compensate. And it'll recruit more motor units and androgen receptors, giving you that force production. Sure, yeah, okay.
For the first time, they progress a lot quicker just because you've got that novel stimulus and it's just a new exercise that you haven't done in a while. So it's easy to progress, not necessarily because of muscle gains, but neurological adaptations and just the fact that it's a new movement pattern.
Yeah, neurological adaptations. That's all he's getting. He's not getting any muscular adaptation. See what I mean? And he's fatiguing so that there's an open window for what? Glycogen synthesis. See what I mean? It's really simple, his training. He's training for nothing, really. He's just pretending here like his exercises are so hard. Oh, I did one set of a stretch of 10 repetitions. Oh, that was difficult. I think that's enough. That's not enough.
And you get better at practicing it, every now and then. So.
Yeah, you get better at it, practicing at it now and then. But you're not practicing at damaging your muscle fibers to grow them bigger and stronger. It's unfortunate. Yeah, the problem with this, it's a half, it's a concentric exercise. If this was eccentric, his butt would have been touching the back of his heel, and he would be coming back up to this position, right? That would be an eccentric exercise. So what is this? If he's coming down halfway, it's concentric. There's no eccentric, and your eccentric is already adapted to these exercises. So on top of it, he's not even doing that. Okay, whatever. Next, anything else here? What else you got here, dude?
Got 7 and failed the 8th. No, I didn't attempt the 8th.
Okay, whatever.
Myself with how stupid I am sometimes, because I say it, once I say it out loud, I'm like, wait, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, they have this in the gym, but I never use this machine. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. I just never use this. I don't know why people use this machine, man. Mostly women use this machine for some reason. I don't know why. Man, his workout's really frivolous. Okay, waste of time here. Anything else? What else has he got here? This machine?
Fatigued from doing a calf raise. So that's why I said it's easy, because you can just push.
He's fatigued from doing a calf raise. Fatigued, but see, he's not damaged from doing a calf raise. He is fatigued. Get it? Yeah.
Your calf, and you don't have to worry about anything else. Right, doing a leg extension after that set, you sit there in pain for 5 minutes, and your whole body feels like it's dead. After a calf raise, you recover like.
You sit there in pain? Yeah, I don't feel pain when I work out. I don't know what you're talking about. Whatever you're doing there is fucking wrong if something's causing you pain. Because you don't know what you're doing. But anyways, nobody likes pain. But whatever. You're whatever, man. I don't know. I like this machine he's sitting on. I have this at the gym. I like this, actually like this machine. You press with your legs. Pulls you up and down.
Within 3 seconds.
Oh yeah. Ah, okay. So he's doing his calves on this machine. Yeah. I mean, seated and doing this, I guess you're probably gonna have to use the whole stack to even feel it. It doesn't work for me. I tried it on this machine, and I could never get my calves to damage on that shit. Even if I did a lot of sets, and I did a lot of sets, bro, they just fucking wouldn't damage. It was a waste of time. You have to do them standing up with like astronomically a high amount of weight. All right. You do know that this is a leg press machine, dude. That's why it doesn't work. Anyways, he doesn't even know how to use these fucking machines properly. Whatever. See what else he says here.
Stay in that position for 1 minute. If you've never done it before, aim for like 15 seconds. Your calves will thank you.
This is funny. Whatever.
Everything is harder with a cold.
Well, I fucked up there. Hold on a second. Bloody commercials, man. Jesus.
Yeah, again, it's just one of those things where
Man, he's just wasting his time. Anything else here? Okay, let's see him pose.
it just looks good. You know, I'm happy to finally be somewhat lean again after being fat for 2 years. So
He looked so much bigger before in his other videos. I don't know. But whatever. This is very sarcoplasmic-y, and he's fat.
you know, seeing as it was leg day, let's get a couple leg poses. You know, obviously no pump here, so. But yeah, in terms of
I like how he says, obviously no pump here, so I can fake it even more with a fake pump. Oh, brother, man. The more these people fake it, the better, right?
the size, I would say they're pretty proportionate with the rest of my body, which is exactly what you just want, right? I don't want massive legs. As I said earlier in the video, there was a point where I wanted massive quads, but I feel like proportionate quads with big calves, I mean, you can't even see my calves, but I mean, they're not bad, actually. Like, decent calves, to be completely honest. So, yeah, I would say, in terms of the proportions, it's pretty decent. So, first, I guess let's just get a check with no pump, no well, obviously no pump, but no flexing, no posing. So the classic 360 that I always do. Yeah, not much to say here. And then
Looks very ordinary. Okay.
yeah, legs decent, not bad. Overall, I guess, yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pose in here because it's so narrow, or maybe I'm just so wide, you know, combination of both really, but yeah, I guess that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm absolutely gassed right now. I'm out of breath. I'm absolutely gassed. I mean, I did a hour-and-a-half leg workout with 30 minutes of cardio, and I'm just drained, man. It's tough.
He did 30 minutes of cardio as well on top of it. Jesus, man. I don't know.
It's exhausting. Cutting it's hard, but...
Cutting is hard. Well, why did you want to get fat? That's not bodybuilding. Get fat and then get skinny again? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I don't know what these people are doing out there. They're crazy. What a waste of time.
You know, you got to push through it, and it's worth it for sure. So definitely looking better than...
Why is it worth it getting fat and then trying to get skinny again? That doesn't make any sense.
The 10K challenge video, I always bring up the 10K challenge, you know, back the posing in there.
So let me eat garbage food, which doesn't improve my health. It makes me worse. It makes me fat. And then I want to go on a cut now, starving myself on a low caloric garbage diet. Okay, yeah, whatever.
It was rough. It was a difficult time mentally and physically.
Sure.
You know, getting 10K calories down and it not being difficult should tell you that you're doing something. You know, I was bulking, so technically I was doing something right. But in terms of your health, you're doing something.
Like I said, I got down 10K of calories. Me personally, I don't eat calories. I eat a very high nutrient diet, okay?
Wrong, so
Yeah,
I guess looking much better now. You know, chest genetics are terrible. Unfortunately, can't really do much about that. But this is my phone. Yeah, the new mic. You know, obviously I haven't gotten a new camera yet, but the new mic is you know, it's solid. I watched some of the clips back of me in the gym, and it's nice. It's good. So yeah, I guess we'll continue with these vlogs, and the cut. And you know the cut. And the cut continues, you know, plenty of weight left to lose, so I'm not going anywhere, but...
So what was the point of putting all that weight on if there's plenty of weight to be lost? Wow, man, this is crazy.
Yeah, looking good, and yeah, goodbye.
Yep, I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Max Euceda. See you in the next one. Faking it to make it.